Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mika and today I'm filming my books that I want to read this spring video, or whatever this video is titled. I haven't thought that far yet. So I usually don't do TBRs on my channel that often, but I wanted to switch it up and have a seasonal TBR, if that makes sense, because I honestly haven't been reading enough every single month to do like a monthly TBR. And there's also so many good books that are coming out or that I have on my physical TBR I feel like are just perfect for springtime. So those are the books that I'm going to share with you all today. But of course, before we get started, I want to say thank you so much to Book of the Month for sponsoring today's video. I work with Book of the Month all the time on my channel, and if you didn't know, Book of the Month is a monthly subscription service where you get to pick 5 different book picks every single month and it gets delivered straight to your door. They have a wide selection of different types of books every single month, and they actually send me over their 5 book picks for this month, so I'm going to show them to you all. And they also always send a little bookmark, and this one says mark as unread, which is really cute. The first book that they sent was Liberty, and this is by Caitlin Greenidge. This was actually inspired by the first female black doctor in America, but I'm pretty sure the story is fiction, and I was reading the synopsis and it sounds really interesting, plus this cover is stunning. Then we have What Comes After, and this is by Joanne Tompkins, and all I really know about this is that there is a mysterious death of 2 teenage boys in this small town, and then a pregnant girl just comes out of the woods and inserts herself into the lives of those 2 teenage boys' families, which sounds absolutely crazy. So I feel like this is going to be a very interesting read. And then we have Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manansala, and this cover, y'all, like all the little details on it. There's a little wiener dog. I don't know what this is, but I mean, assuming something has to do with arsenic. You never know. This is actually supposed to be a new series, and it's kind of sort of like a humorous thriller kind of murder mystery story. And then we have People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, who is also the author of Beach Read, which I have not read yet. I just love these cute little illustrated covers in romance books recently. I've been obsessed with them. They're so fun, and like it's also better to take out in public, like when you're reading on the beach or when you're reading on the train or on the bus or in the car, whatever. You have like these cute little illustrated romance covers, and I love it. This one says 2 best friends, 10 summer trips, and 1 last chance to fall in love. So I'm assuming that the main characters in this book are best friends. It might be a second chance romance is what I'm getting from this, and I used to not like second chance romances that much, but recently I feel like I've been kind of getting back into them and I've been actually liking them, so I'm excited. And then the last book is The Hunting Wives by May Cobb, and I really don't know what this is about. It says the hunting wives share more than target practice, martinis, and bad behavior in this novel of obsession, seduction, and murder. We love to see it. Girl bosses. Another great thing about Book of the Month is that you can always skip a month if you don't like any of the book picks or you don't have the funds for that month. It's totally risk-free. So make sure to use the code SPRINGFUN along with my specific link down below in my description in order to get your first book box for $9.99. Okay, let's talk about the books that are on my spring TBR, the books I want to read this spring. Honestly, I tried my best to make it a mixture of fun romance books and a few fantasy as well. So I guess we'll see. I mean, most of the books that I read have romance in it anyways, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the first book on my list is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, and I got the art from Epic Reads. They sent me an advanced reader's copy, and I feel blessed. I tell you, blessed. If you're not new to my channel, you would know I absolutely love the Red Queen series. It was one of my favorites. It was one of the series that also got me back into reading. So this is her first series, or her first book since the Red Queen series, and I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited to start this. The cover is beautiful. The synopsis sounds amazing. I'll read y'all the synopsis because I do want y'all to kind of have an idea of the books on my spring TBR. So this says, a squire, the survivor of a failed quest, an immortal, timeless, and unfathomable, an assassin, skilled and heartless, and a pirate's daughter, the world's last hope. The age of heroes is gone, but the fight to save the world has only just begun. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that sounds amazing, and we love a good dual POV. I don't know why I said dual POV. It's not two people. We love a good multiple POV. This is like a really good floppy paperback too. Like, just look at that. Okay, let me stop. So next up, we actually have a book that I'm currently reading, and that is The Checklist by Addie Woolridge. This is a romance book, and I actually got sent this by Leo PR, so thank you so much to Leo PR for sending this book my way. So I get major rom-com vibes from this book, and just the cover and the colors and everything. And the synopsis, our main character in this book is also bohemian. She works at this corporate firm, and she basically is trying to become a partner by the end of the year, until she is basically shut down by her really insecure boss, as well as her relationship just starting to completely derail with her perfect, or so-called perfect, boyfriend. And to top it all off, she also has to deal with her parents and her parents' neighbors, who are in some type of like neighbor war, and dealing with her neighbor's really hot son. I'm sorry, but this sounds like a perfect rom-com just waiting to happen, and I cannot wait. I actually started it. I literally got like 4 pages in, so, but I'm loving the writing so far, and I'm loving just how it's being set up, and it's already made me giggle just 4 pages in, so that's a really good sign. Next up, we have The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. So this is another romance book, and I'm not really sure what this book is about, other than the fact that a single mother is the main character. And that's really all I know. I believe the main character is a scientist or a physicist or something along the lines of being really smart. And even though Christina Lauren can be really hit or miss sometimes, I do always find myself coming back to their works because I just love their writing. Like, I don't know why, but there's just a certain feel to Christina Lauren that I can't really get with any romance author. So yeah, The Soulmate Equation is definitely going to be on my spring TBR. So the next 2 books on my TBR are actually by the same author, and that is From Blood and Ash and A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I of course had to add these in because I'm pretty sure the 3rd book, which is A Crown of Gilded Bones or something along those lines, comes out this month, and I have not even read the first 2 books. And I need to get on it ASAP. I actually love Jennifer L. Armentrout, so I don't know why I've been taking so long to read these books, but I also have been in a really bad reading slump, and look at how huge these books are. Like, they are just massive, and these are the hardcovers at that. You should see the paperback. It's so thick. So I think I've kind of just been waiting for the right moment, but I don't know when the right moment is going to be. There's never going to be a right moment. I just need to start the books. So the next book, some of y'all might have noticed because it's actually not behind me like it usually is, and that is Bad Romance, and this is by Heather Demetrios. I have had this book for a really long time. I want to say ever since I like put up my first set of bookshelves, I've had this book. Okay, so what really intrigues me about this book is obviously its cover. I think we all know that I have a weakness for pretty covers, don't we all? But I also think the fact that the story is about a toxic relationship and about like reflecting and seeing what went wrong in a specific relationship and not seeing all the warning signs, not listening to the warning signs. And I'm pretty sure that's what this book is about. At least that's what it was pitched as when I first bought it. So that sounds really intriguing, and I really want to delve into something like that. Then we have Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I feel like I'm the only person on booktube who has not read this book yet, which is very sad. Everyone loves this series, and I need to get on it, like, especially because I'm in a romance kick right now, so I feel like this book will definitely be an easy, quick read for me to actually pick up soon. So I'm really excited about this. I also have no idea what this book is about. I've avoided all spoilers. I don't know nothing. I haven't even read the synopsis, so this is gonna be a treat. So next up we have Crave by Tracy Wolff, and I am so ready for this book. There's been so many times where I've like started to pick it up, but I never really got into it and finished. So I think the next time I pick this up, I just want to sit down and try my best to like read it all, or read most of what I can in one sitting. Entangled Teen, which if you didn't know is the publishing company that published this book, is incredible. They're amazing. They have actually sent me the first 3 books in this series, along with like the best goodies and gifts, and it's so sweet of them to do that every single time. I think I mostly put the unboxings of those on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, it'll be linked down below and you can go look at my little highlights, because I'm pretty sure I have them in my highlights on Instagram. So check it out there. It's just amazing, and it makes me look forward to reading the books so much more. Also, we love a little Twilight cover moment. I think it just brings me back. It just brings me back to the good old days when I literally had nothing to worry about. I feel like this is going to be a very fun read, and it's not going to take too much from me mentally and emotionally. Who knows? Maybe it will, but either way, I'm ready and I'm excited to read this. Speaking of books that will affect you emotionally and mentally, the next book on my spring TBR is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. Now, I don't really know how this book is going to play out, but I do know that this book is fucking crazy. I am not the biggest like adult sci-fi reader. In fact, I feel like I haven't really delved into a lot of adult fantasy books in general, and I really want to. I feel like I would actually enjoy that genre so much because I love adult romance and adult contemporary, which are two completely different things, but also, I don't know, it just makes sense in my mind. But the back of the book says, "Space holds countless secrets. She just found the deadliest one." And if that doesn't sound really intriguing, I don't know what will. I'm really, really excited for this one. The next book I want to talk about is The Sweetest Oblivion by Danielle Laurie. This is a book that was recommended to me by my really good friend on BookTube here, Jocelyn. She's one of my best friends. Love you, girl. But she recommended The Sweetest Oblivion, and it is a mafia romance book. And I used to eat up mafia romance books all the time, and I have not read one in so long, so hopefully we like this one. I'm gonna be reading it on Kindle Unlimited, which is why I do not have a physical copy. And then one of the last books, I guess, that I have to show y'all is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I literally talked about this book in one of my most like popular videos on my channel, and I still have yet to read it, and that is very, very sad. Really, really hoping I can get to this soon. It sounds really interesting. I think the second book came out already or is coming out soon. Everyone that I know who's read it loved it, so I'm assuming that I'm probably gonna like it too. Oh my god, and I almost forgot Bonecryer's Moon by Catherine Purdy. I think that's how you say her last name. This is also on my spring TBR. I've been wanting to read this ever since my Anna said that she thinks I would love it, so I definitely added it to my immediate TBR. If you haven't read the synopsis to this book, I would highly recommend you go and do that, because the cover really doesn't match the description of the book, in my opinion. So that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out Book of the Month and use the code SPRINGFUN with my link down below in the description in order to get your first book for $9.99. And if you watch this video all the way to this point, I want you to leave down a flower emoji. Leave down a flower emoji because it's springtime. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.
East and the west, I'm racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest all night long. She putting me to the test. Got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest.